You know what it is more like okay. It's wise advice. Yeah. Wisdom, yes. When we talk about Confucius, Confucius, did I say that right? The Chinese philosopher who wrote many, many things. We call what he wrote wise sayings. We call them sayings. So it's words of wisdom. And it becomes a saying when it's said by many, it's passed from generation to generation. If my great-grandfather used a saying, I would understand what he meant. And an idiom, on the other hand, it changes with every generation and does not necessarily make sense unless you already know what it means. That's the difference between the two. A saying
is a fact.
It's
a fact.
Saying?
Saying is a fact.
Well, I think the best thing to think of it is something, when somebody says something wise, it's good advice often.
Good advice.
You know what I mean?
Recommend.
Or something that is true. I think it's fair to say something that's true.
Skill spoke.
Kills.
Skill for speak.
Speak. To speak carefully.
Some word for speaking. Good speaking. Good word for speaking.
Okay, yes. A monk might have many sayings that he will talk to others about when he's teaching. And it's a good... Diplomatic... Diploma?
Teacher, for example, say if you do the good thing, you can give the good thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's a saying or a proverb.
Okay.
I don't think I answered your question though.
Diploma.
Diploma? Like something you get when you graduate from college? Diplomatic? Diplomatic means to say something in a nice way, and the ambassador and everyone at an embassy are diplomats. Yeah, diplomatic. Yes.
When they talk about business or how to get benefit from for my country.
Mm-hmm. Are the ones sign the trade agreements, for example? Is that what?
Or like when Thai and Myanmar have a conflict,
Mhm.
and government send
Diplomat.
diplomat for talk for compromise.
Yes. Yeah. Negotiations. Negotiation. It means to talk until you agree to something. It's an official word, government word for going to another country to talk about something specific. Yeah. And you might, at the end, you might have a treaty, which is a signed piece of paper where both sides agree not to fight anymore. That would be a treaty. But the diplomats are the ones who talk from each country. Mm-hmm.
Good
So-
relationship make good relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So the person our president fired last night was the head of the diplomats. He, for some reason, doesn't like diplomats.
Teacher, usually when we have a different opinion about the politician, this is the right and this is the left.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to compromise,
Mm-hmm.
have a middleman to compromise. We say compromise on negotiate.
Negotiate compromise.
Negotiate a compromise.
The same word.
The negotiate means to talk, to discuss in order to reach a compromise. So the compromise is what happens after you negotiate. So negotiate is talking about an issue and coming to an agreement. And what word did you just say? I completely forgot what I'm talking about. Compromise. Compromise. So a compromise is two sides come together and maybe this one doesn't get everything they want, but they get something. Maybe this side doesn't get everything they want, but they get something. And in the end, they agree to do something. That's a compromise.
Usually political between country. We use the compromise or negotiate.
Negotiations are the talks.
Between the president of USA and the president of North Korea. We use the negotiate.
Okay.
About the weapon. สงครามอาวุธ weapon.
Stop nuclear.
เจรจาต่อรอง
ไม่ได้เปิดติ่งแต่เราเองก็ประมาณนั้นก็เปิดติ่งจริงๆเลยก็ต่อหลายเรื่องให้ไปตลอด
Okay. Negotiate is to talk in order to find a way to agree. When I go to the market and I want to buy something, the person tells me one price, I say, no, I want less. That is a negotiation. When two countries talk, they negotiate. And if my husband and I don't want the same thing, and we talk about it, and then we decide, we have negotiated. So it means for countries, but also for people. And the compromise is when both people agree The only way I can explain it is you come up with an agreement and both sides agree to do the same thing, but while they're talking, before they sign the agreement, this person comes and they want certain things. This person comes, or country comes, and they want certain things. When they agree, this person will get some of the things they wanted, but not everything. And this person also will get some of the things they want, but not everything. And that is a compromise.
To share the benefit. To share the benefit.
Yes, yes,
To share
yes.
the benefit. You okay like this, you okay like this. No one will be in a half.
Yes,
half
yes,
benefit.
For
yes.
Compromise.
Yeah.
For win-win. For
That win-win situation, they say. Both win, both win.
Win-win.
Yes, yes.
Negotiate. Hey, compromise.
That's a compromise. Yeah.
Difficult.
Yes, it is. Especially between countries, it seems to be difficult.
Difficult.
But sometimes between two people, it's difficult.
Difficult. Because of the benefit. If you unsatisfied, you say no way.
Yeah. So then, if you say no way, you continue to negotiate until both can agree.
You have to